are starting to hit stride, in your group?
Yeah, I think so. I think the guys were really into it. They played well, obviously. And it's fun to watch these guys get excited on the sideline, whether it's before the game, whether it's before our play, offense, defense. I thought the guys were really into it. They played really well. We just need to do a better job of cutting down on our penalties.
Terry? One more, Craig. Just as I guess every facet of the game has to deal with, a lot of questions with everything that's happened with COVID. What was your challenge, not knowing who you were going to have, who was coming up from the practice squad, and how did you kind of manage that leading up to Tuesday?
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, that happens almost every week, because there's different things that could happen. Maybe we need another running back up, whether we need another receiver up, inside linebacker, outside linebacker. So whether it's COVID or not, we're usually always prepared for different scenarios that could happen throughout the course of the week. And how we end up planning that is we just try to get guys as many reps or who we figure might be the guys that are going to play. But everyone's going to try to get some reps just in case something happens. So really nothing really changes for us. We just got to make sure that our knees are bent, our head's on a swivel, and we're going to have to deal with adversity at any point in time.
Terry?
Craig, the NFL's kind of legislated the kickoff return out of the game almost, but Khalif had a couple of pretty good ones Tuesday night. Can you talk about, I guess, just the whole dynamic of the kickoff return and how excited guys are when they finally get a chance to bring one out and do something with it?
Yeah, we always tell them, obviously at the beginning of the year, the kicker's legs are fresh and they're going to be trying to bang that ball out of the back of the end zone. But we need to be prepared at any point in time that when we do get the opportunity that we got to take advantage of it. And, the thing that we stress all week long, especially on kickoff return, is just the details of the play and how we try to set up different guys to allow our players to do the best that they possibly can. Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to put them in the best situation for them. And, if we do get the opportunity, we got to take advantage of it because obviously it gives us momentum, helps out our offense. If we get a big return, gets our sideline going. The big thing is, especially when you play at home, you love the fans and the fans start getting amped up. But now when you don't have as many fans, you got to bring your own juice. And then we do play well on special teams. You can see our guys getting excited, not only our special teams guys, but you see the offense, defense, they're all excited. We're all cheering on each other. So when we do get the opportunity, we got to take advantage of it.
John?
Hey, Craig, I'm curious about a guy like a Chris Milton. So often see him down first, whether it's touching the ball down or making a tackle. What skills go into that, being able to consistently, be the first one down the field and be in great position at the end of plays like that?
Yeah, I think with Chris's mentality is so big. He's got a relentless mentality, and to play special teams, that's what you got to do. And he's got that. He's tough, he's physical, he's fast. All those characteristics are going to make him a good special teams player. But he's just got to want to be really good. And he obviously, since last year when he was injured for most of the season, he had something to prove this year. And I love his attitude, how he goes in and out of his job every day. He just comes to work and he practices really hard. And when you practice really hard and you make good plays in practice, eventually that's going to help you out in the game.
Sure. And then wondering for you, I guess, assuming you managed to stay clear of the COVID yourself, I wonder if you had to, pull kind of double duty with the team down, a few assistants or a number of you guys, and maybe yourself included, having a number of different responsibilities more than usual?
Yeah, we're all going to chip in. We're all going to help out, no matter what. Coach Vrabel's motto is the more you can do. And if he needs me to do whatever it is, I'm willing to do that for the team to help us win, whether it's to give water out, whether it's to play receiver, whether it's to do anything, not just me, but the whole coaching staff, the whole players. We're going to do whatever we can do to help us win.
Thanks.
Buck? Hey, Craig, I know there's not a ton of opportunities for Bo to get out there on the field during a game, but given the time that he missed, how did he look? Was everything, sound mechanically from your perspective?
Yeah, it's he was out for a little bit, and we expected some rust, but he's a professional. He wants to do his job really well. I thought punting wise, as far as snaps were really good, and him getting downfield, he had a heck of a pick when we end up down the ball inside the 10-yard line. That's the stuff we're still looking for him to improve a little bit, and on short snaps. And that's just him just being confident and throwing it back there. But we have no issues with Bo. We're excited to have him back, get a couple more days of practice. We expect him to be ready to roll again on Sunday.
Thanks.
Emily?
Hey, Coach Vrabel said that you put on a headset in Minnesota. What was that experience like?
Well, that's the first time in 10 years since I was coaching on defense in the NFL. But, it's okay. My head ended up hurting a little bit because I wasn't used to it. But other than that, it was fun just listening in of what's going on, whether it's just with Coach Vrabel, talking about the game, strategy, what we're looking to do. So that was fun part of it. But, whether I have a headset on or not, it doesn't really matter to me. Sometimes I think it's better that I don't have it on because I get to hear what's going on all the time with the players, with the coaches. I can just go and ask Coach Vrabel or the other defensive coaches or offensive coaches what they're thinking. So to me, it doesn't really matter if I have a headset or not, but it was fun, I guess.
John?
Yeah, Craig, I just wanted to follow on the Chris Milton question I had for you earlier. Maybe sort of specifically, when he's going up against double teams, trying to get downfield and so forth. What do you have to do well to skill wise in order to break free of those kinds of double teams and get yourself in the clear for a tackle or for downing the football?
Yeah, you know what? I think that's one of the hardest things to do in football, especially when you got two guys out there and they're trying to double you. The first thing, it starts out with him knowing the personnel that's going to block him. And that starts at the beginning of the week. He's going to study those guys. We're going to give him tips, reminders to help him out on certain guys and what they like to do on a double team versus a gunner. But Chris, is a professional. He'll have his notes. He'll talk about the technique that he wants to do against certain guys. And then whether he tries to split them, whether he tries to work one or two of the guys, he'll always have a plan when he ends up doing that. So I think it starts out with technique. And then the next one is just the want to, just having that mindset of I'm not getting blocked, no matter if it's a single press or double press. I'm going to beat one of these guys. And if I happen to have two guys, I'm going to beat them both.
Thanks.
Last one, Jim.
Craig, what are, I guess, the challenges this week as you look at the Texans?
Again, a very good, disciplined team that in the past couple of years have been really good on special teams. They've put a big emphasis on it. They've got really good players. And they're sometimes simple in their scheme, which makes them play really fast. I think they're doing a really good job over there. We're going to have our work cut out for us. We've got to be detailed in everything that we do, and we got to play hard. And we got to win our one-on-one matchups if that's what it comes down to. But we know we got a good challenge ahead of us, and we're going to be up for it.
Appreciate it, Coach. Have a good one.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thanks.